Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, Jesus Christ, Holy Ghost, thank you for this moment. Hello, people. Stephen I. Ford from My Ford Fortune, creating fortunes for the future. Today, we're just going to concentrate on Bitcoin. That's a cryptocurrency coin, of course, the one that's quite dominant player in the cryptocurrency sector. Well, today's date is the 20th of March 2023, and my birthday in the next couple of next 4 days. And my birthday present is massive. I don't want to boast about it, but I just want to share with you. And it comes through also commitment to doing good online. And of course, cryptocurrencies have arrived in my hand only. Um, oh, so not only it was arrived in my hand 2016, but I didn't do nothing with it. It was only when I got out of prison 7 months ago that I did something with it. And within that short space of time, miracles have happened. And cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, of course, has been one of the forefront. And here's a chart of Bitcoin at this point of time. I think it's 20. Oh, here we go. $28,000 for one Bitcoin already. And if you have a look at this chart right in front of you, since 2023, the beginning of it, you'll notice it has trend. Okay, let's use some of these tools, copy some of these tools that I'm going to throw at you at this point of time. How to use these tools on this website, investing.com. You can join, it's free, and use their tools and charts. I'm just going to draw this line up here to show you the amazing thing. What I already made a video of it. It's called cryptocurrency is our latest historical rebound of the century. The stock market has never seen such huge growth of a product, but cryptocurrency is going to show us that remarkable rebound of the century. And this is a prophecy, of course, and it started already. Now let's bear in mind this is where we are. Let me put another line up to give us that reference that we started this exactly at 2000. Oh, come on, what's happening? At 2023. So we know we're not just speculating, we're actually showing historical charts to guide us. That red line there we see, let me highlight it a little bit further to give us a bit more strength. Format, give it a bit more strength on it so it's nice and thick so we can see it. Okay, that's 2023. It's just started, January. And look what happened. Straight when 2023 arrived, this Bitcoin has trended really, really well. It just dropped around about that March. But that's only because people who had purchased in this area took some money out and probably bought a brand new boat or car or gone for a holiday. But now that some of them's come back to reinvest, and that's what's causing it also. It's predictable. Let's put it this way. But oh my God, isn't it wonderful that you are at this perfect time in your life to take advantage of something like cryptocurrencies? I mean, I wouldn't buy it at this point of time now. I'll wait for the next drop. It will come, and I don't know how far it will drop, but I'm sharing this video to prepare you on the next drop, because you can see everything goes up, comes down. Everything goes up, comes down. So if you bought some in this area and it did drop, I hope you didn't sell your crypto. You bought more at this point of time in this area, and look what happened if you did. And that's the secret I'm showing you. Do not, if you purchase anything, not just cryptocurrency, if you purchase something because you think this is going to grow, and you're right, it is going to grow, but all of a sudden the price dropped, don't panic. Just hold on to what you have, take a deep breath, because this is the secret to investing. Everything that goes up comes down, and everything that comes down goes up. And you've got to have the courage and the balls and belief that I'm not just teaching you these things. This is a historical process that just seems to repeat itself over and over and over again. This is how Successful investors make a lot of money because they don't panic when the market, or say when people start selling. To successful investors, they're rubbing their hands and say, oh, okay, keep dropping, because the more it drops, the more they're going to buy cheap shares and stocks at this point of time and add to what they already have up here. So if you say, just for example, you put 1,000 up here. Once it drops here, you buy another 1,000, and imagine the price at this rate where it is now. Some of the secrets of life. And I'm just teaching you one simple strategy that if you buy anything such as investment, and if you bought it at the, I wouldn't say wrong time, but at the time before it dropped, don't panic. Just hold on to your ball bags or whatever. Believe, because history has shown us everything that goes up comes down. Everything comes down, comes back up. And that's just the nature of it. It is. It's just the nature of it. And cryptocurrency at this point in time with Bitcoin is showing us that remarkable, absolutely remarkable. And remember, Mr. Ford has said to you from the 2023, this is the rebound of a century. The marketplace has never seen such recovery of a coin or any product for that matter. And of course, let's do a little bit more study. Now that's investing.com. Confirms also with Google Finance, as you can see. It's the same. It's already rebounding pretty well. And we go to Coin Market. They also have exactly the same results. So if we look at, say, much longer, where this is all the charts that have for Bitcoin, you'll see the highest, it was $64,000 to November 2021. So that wasn't long ago, but recognize what's happening. Recognize this area. This is the exciting area. It's this rebound that we're talking about. Now, it has also been predicted or been foretold that cryptocurrencies, it's going to rise to an area that it's just going to shake people's head, especially Bitcoin. Now, the reason being, Bitcoin, let me give you a bit of study on it. This, we don't want this. We don't want you. This is the story of a summary of Bitcoin. Just Bitcoin, that's out. If you read it, it's only allowed to mine or to create or to print, if you wish, 21 million of them, 21 million Bitcoin. And so far, to date, 19 million Bitcoin has already been mined. Mined means, just as I said, it's like printed. But because it's generated by computers, it's not printed, it's called mined. So all it does is just calculations of numbers, and numbers continue to grow and pay out huge profits to people. Cryptocurrency also is, may I emphasize, they are not man-made, but man did program the computers. It's the computer program that humans put together, and the computer takes over from there on. And the computer just takes over and calculates whatever the number may be to create, I don't know what it is, a certain block or thing, and creates one whole coin, whether it be Bitcoin or whatever other coins. It has a very, very similar process, I think. And once the computers start to recognize, say you, for example, from one computer, and that computer that you're working off, excuse me, start talking to another computer, and it just goes randomly because of the internet. The internet provides the linking of all the computers that you're associated with throughout the processes of, say, cryptocurrencies. So whatever you're involved with cryptocurrencies, there's data being collected by what you do, and the computers do all this calculation. Oh, massive calculation because of your name or what you have been involved with cryptocurrencies. And the brilliance of the people who drafted these software for mining cryptocurrencies has also, I think, put a clause in there that says, look for people who are productive. I'm just using that. I'm not exactly sure, but I have that sense of feeling. the programmers have put a clause in there. Whoever are people who are very productive or say honest and doing the right thing throughout the internet or using their computer, reward them. Reward them because the blockchain recognize and organize all that automatically. We don't need to do it. The program has already been set to recognize that. So whenever you come go on your computer and fire up anything to do, say with crypto, the blockchain comes alive. So computers start looking. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm going to say Mr. Ford, for example. Oh, Mr. Ford's come on alive. These are computers talking to each other. What's he going to do next? What's he going to do next? And it's gathering all these informations and putting it into situations that's going to give you huge, I guarantee you, huge rewards. As long as you're doing the right thing. If you're doing the wrong thing, of course, you're bringing bad luck to yourself. It's called bad karma. But if you do the right thing, blockchain, it's already programmed to recognize all the good things you do on your computer and share it amongst the internet. And if you're sharing good things like, say, on YouTube or TikTok, and people loves it, of course you're going to be blessed. But with this thing called cryptocurrencies, it's amazing, absolutely amazing. So anyway, going back to Bitcoin, I think there's only 2 more millions to mine. That's the only number you got left. How much can you get out of it? That's up to you, entirely up to you. But we're going now into a situation called mining. You don't have to buy it. You just buy a contract or you buy a share of the company that mines Bitcoin. And I'm going to show you one of those in a moment. And this is the beauty that I'm trying to share with you. You've got to grab some for yourself. Once this 2 million left of Bitcoin is mined, there'll be no more allowed to be mined unless some silly idiots start to say copy or hack or whatever. But the blockchain will recognize a fake and close all those fakes that will come in the future. However, what I'm saying is, which is more important, of course, is how much can you get out of this left over 2 million? Because when there's no more Bitcoin to be created or mined or come into existence, the price of the Bitcoin is just going to rise because there's no more. And the enthusiasts and collectors, they are just going to pay crazy amount of money just to have one Bitcoin because there's no more. It doesn't exist anymore. So the only one that exists is what people already have. So if you don't have any, and you don't, this is another beauty also. Now, where was I? Let me go back. Now, the price of Bitcoin at this point of time is 28,000 US dollars. This is today's price. Let me refresh that and see where we are. It's still a holding. Now, it doesn't mean you go and find $28,000 to buy a Bitcoin. The beauty about the process of mining, let me take you there now, is this. You can buy a fraction of a Bitcoin. And as you can see on the left here, estimated mined Bitcoin. This is my mine one Bitcoin, and there should be a link down the bottom of this video for you to join this website, mine one Bitcoin. And of course, while we're here talking about signing up, please also subscribe to my YouTube video. There'll be a link down the bottom there. Click on it, and you'll be adding to my success also. As you can see, I've already got 535 subscribers so far, and I'm so thankful for those beautiful people. 535 of you. I love you. God bless you. Now, if I can get more, shoot me up to say 1,000 or even more subscribers, then you guys have done me a great, great favor. So that favor, I'm going to show you how to make your own Bitcoin. Now, going back to what we were talking about, Bitcoin. You can mine a fraction of it. That fraction of a Bitcoin can turn into, say, maybe one Bitcoin in due time. But in this particular case, you're watching one of my accounts with mining one Bitcoin, and it's active. As you can see, the numbers here are actively printing me Bitcoins, but in a fraction, not as a whole. And so far, on my right here, it's called pending withdrawal. It's just sitting there for me to take it out. 0.1899 Bitcoin. Now, if we take that amount, remember, these are fractions of Bitcoin. If you take that fraction now of a Bitcoin and take it to my calculation, this calculation's done also with my other website. This can see 0.1899 Bitcoin is actually worth $5,536 at current rate. So you can see now, you don't have to buy a full 28,000 of a Bitcoin. You just mine it at a small fraction to build up, perhaps in the future. Maybe this number, as you see here, might grow so much that you actually get one Bitcoin up here. You get the 1 point, the rest of the numbers. And that is one of the simple way you can get into the owning a Bitcoin. And now in this area, you have to invest some money once you join the mining one Bitcoin. Don't just join it, please. You'd be wasting your time. Join it and find some money. And you don't need a lot of money. You can start with $100. In this particular account, we got $1,000 in it, and that $1,000 has generated that money in a month. It only lasts for a month. The contract only lasts for months, but that $1,000 we invested has earned us that huge amount of money with Bitcoin. Any other miners, they have different rates, but we found that mining one Bitcoin is it pays quite handsomely, and we're going to pump a little bit more into mining Bitcoin because of that fact, and try and capture some of that 2 million Bitcoin to be mined at a fraction of a cost. Of course, if you have a lot of money, I'll show you perhaps, hold on, let me bring it up, $20,000, I think, or 50,000. Mine one mining. It gives you what was it? Miner. So instead of $1,000, if you've got a lot of cash, let's take you to the highest. Okay, Satoshi. Say you put in, you got your Bitcoin, and you got 10 of them. You put 10 in there. In a month, you get an extra 20. That's a simple calculation. Now, it's a pretty simple way to make more money out of your Bitcoin. So if you've got millions, in your bank account, just pump this much on it. It doesn't have to be that much, of course. But if you see here, even if you put in $28,000, that's one Bitcoin, of course, at this current rate, a month later, you're going to get 2.7. These are guaranteed. It's not determined by the fluctuations of the cryptocurrency or the Bitcoin's price. These are contracts that set on stone. What they're written up here, that's exactly what you're going to get. So if you put, say, 5 times the Bitcoin now, that's 5 times 28,000, of course. At the end, that's how much you're going to get. No more, no less. They pay you exactly what they have written on these contracts before you. Those are for the rich people. If you've got millions, just get into it, because you will just grow your money exactly what it says here. There's no predictions. There's no hum and ha because of the market fluctuation. The price is set. So if you say you got a Bitcoin already, just put it in here. I guarantee you're going to make that much out of your one Bitcoin. It's guaranteed. So if you have, say, 5 Bitcoin, pump it in there, and that's how much you're going to get in a month. These are contract. They only last for 30 days, as you can see. And that's one way you can really captivate this Bitcoin before the 2 million is, it's mined up. And of course, I'm going to pump a bit more, of course, into the system in here. What's more important is that you get in, okay? Get in the system. Use such website as mine, one Bitcoin. We're sharing this because we're taking, amounts of money from these accounts into our accounts. Now, it comes into our wallet, sits there, and we don't leave Bitcoin in our wallet. We straight away send it out to other miners. So we're mining Bitcoins and other cryptocurrencies all the time. Our money is not wasted, it's just sitting in a safe wallet. That's a useless money. Our money or cryptocurrencies should be working for you as hard as it can. But more importantly, you'll understand what Mr. Ford is saying. Cryptocurrency is rebounding to where it used to be in the past. As you can see, the huge height there, that's where it's going to go, and it is predicted that's going to go much further to where it has been in the past at $64,000 a coin. So if you're prepared today, take advantage of what Mr. Ford is sharing with you. And if you have a home and you got a bit of equity in it, means profit, go and see the bank, because the bank loan or the refinances of your home loan to get some money to pump into these systems, you're going to really appreciate of the acceleration of your income. The income from property, nothing wrong with it. It grows all the time. That's perfect. I'm not saying property is wrong. I'm just saying to use some of the equity that you have in your home to catch these crypto moments, and your net worth would be just going off the roof. Plus, the reason why I say the home loan, not a home loan, home refinance, is because you pay a very low interest rate. Because I'm teaching this because it's how you can make a lot of money. And if you're only paying a small repayment for that big loan to capture a lot of these high income, then you're doing yourself a favor. Huge, huge favor. But of course, again, this video is all about catching Bitcoin because it's on a huge, huge rebound, as you have already seen, as I've shown you. And it's nothing new, and it's already up. Oh, it's gone down. Okay, it's all gone down. But keep an eye on it. Just because I'm showing you, and I said 28,000, keep an eye on it, because if it does continue to drop, that's when you want to get in. Okay, there we go. It's starting to drop. I don't know how far, but if it continues to drop, that's when you rub your hands and say, okay, this could be my moment. Get ready to buy. I wouldn't have advised you to buy at this point of time, but just keep an eye on it. I don't know how far it's going to go down from 27,900 at this point of time, but I'd be preparing some cash to buy or just join some of these mining. But of course, when you go to buy mining, your money also, um, you got to have to buy cryptos. So the fluctuations of the coin at this point in time is pretty good. Oh, here we go. This is today's, and it's already showing a bit of drop. And you want it to drop before you get in. You don't want to buy anything at the high. Never ever buy anything at this high. So you always wait. It will come down. And if I'm correct, if you take the line from whoever it is right now, draw a line at the bottom, this could be coming back up. Coming back down around about 27.6, or it could be lower, and that could be a good time to buy. I wouldn't be surprised if it keeps dropping down a bit lower than that, but prepare some cash, buy it outright, buy a Bitcoin outright, or just pump it into mining. Because when you exchange it from your real dollar to Bitcoin at whatever price at that time, you want to buy it relatively a bit cheaper than what it is. It's just common sense. So at the moment, let me refresh that and see how far it's gone down. At the moment, it's 27.947. Oh, it's holding there for now, but just keep an eye. But anyway, that's one area. The other area, if you've got a bit of cash, some of the most lucrative area right now, it's called short-term trading. So if somebody introduces you to short-term trading, still be careful. You've got to do your diligent researches, making sure that the company you're going to do a short-term trading with, it's a credible company, and they do allow you to make withdrawals. So you don't want to catch up in scams. I'm not proud of the fact, but I have been caught up in a few, but I'm not going to cry over spilled milk and keep moving forward. So the people who allows you access into this lucrative area, they can help you also trade successfully under their terms and under their skills, because some of them are very, very skillful traders. And some of these people, they'll use this short-term trading platform They don't trade every single day or whenever they want to. They are waiting for a specific time. They're studying the market. They're checking the charts. They're reading the news. They're talking to friends. And by doing that, they're, they're doing their diligent analysis, analytical process to make sure when they do come in and make a trade, they're going to win. And they'll win, I'm guaranteeing you, it's 100% because they do the work first, then they come and make a trade. And they only probably make one or two trade in a week because they know when they do make a trade, them taking advantage at a certain point because their skill and their knowledge and their expertise tells them a certain time when to buy. So if you do again introduce into short-term trading, those are the benefits that you can get. But you got to work also check the people who will introduce you into the system, and it's like a system that's who you know that will allow you to come into the system. So be careful. I'm not saying you jump into it, but it can turn your income in a short space of time of one trade. That's why it's called short-term trading. But if you do come in, make sure do the research. Don't just jump in because the people who offers you the opportunity are throwing massive amount of numbers to you. Make sure you do your research first before you start. And also ask the people that may introduce you into the short-term trading. This is mainly trading with cryptocurrency I'm talking about, not Forex or whatever. Ask them to have a video call with you to make sure that they are real people, that the people you're going to be trading with are real people. They're honest people, not thieves. There's a lot of thieves out there. And of course, warning to thieves and scammers. Sorry, my friend, the God that I serve will destroy you for your stupidity. So get out of the game and get into the new game. And if what the new game that I'm going to offer you, if you're one of those stupid people who's scamming and thieving people, get yourself a vision board. If you get yourself a vision board, you'd be surprised. You'd be creating your own income in the future, but just having your own vision board to look at and do the right thing. There's so much wealth in this world, you don't need to pinch from anybody else. If you do, the God I promise you that I serve will destroy you. Totally. Totally. So be careful. You've been warned. But anyway, this is Stephen I. Ford from Mindful Fortune, creating fortunes for the future. We love you. God loves you. Get out there and get some of these massive riches for yourself and your family. Awesome. Hey, we love you. God loves you. We'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.